Greetings people, today I'm reading Tightening Coils, a comic by MeatPedal, an artist you can check out on their DeviantArt. This is about some kind of snake character. Hey Maya, I have to ask, did you wish for something special at the shrine? You've been in such a buoyant mood ever since.
Of that?
You know, you could swallow first.
It wouldn't be special if I simply told you.
Oh, is that a taco and some kind of cone? Looks quite delicious. As the Year of the Snake officially begins, many are left wondering what it means for them individually. One such individual, also a snake on most accounts, finds herself lost in thought, endlessly pondering whether her own stars are finally aligned. The serpent's heart soars with hunger when she thinks of the future ahead of her, manifesting into needy rumblings from the middle that she feels vehemently like a starving surrogate.
Morning, darling. What's for breakfast? Sniff, sniff. Is that bacon I smell? You know me so well.
With Darling Coon's heart finally, and assuredly righteously won, Maya has settled well into her role as the woman of the household. The long-term breakaway of moving together as a couple, as well as the increased control over her environment, has left her with more leisure than ever before, visible from the way she slithers all the way to how she carries herself past the mirrors and right into the dining room. Now that there is no one left to compete with, it should be fine if the naturally food-loving Lamia loosened her suffocating diet just a little. After all, she can easily pick it up again if it starts getting out of hand, right? Or out of tail.
Oh, darling, I may have already started with the dessert. I couldn't help myself. You'll just have to bring me more.
So is that chocolate and something in a tin? I'm not sure what that is. While pounds may sneak up on them at first, most Lamia would be alarmed noticing even their tails softening with excess pudge. Maya, however, hardly registered its accumulation as her days were spent racing from one pleasure to another. No matter how exhausting the main dish may be, little activity couldn't hope to make up for everything passing the snake's lips down to her eager stomach.
I hate to interrupt, but hopefully you didn't invite me over solely to watch you eat. We've been here for a few hours now. Can you even hear me?
Why wouldn't you want to watch someone eat such a gigantic burger? That's quite extraordinary. Krieg. I guess there will be another thing she'll be watching, and it'll be the chair breaking into pieces. The snake's newfound liberation is starting to manifest out and about just as strongly as in her own den of love. Even her friends take notice of this, though it remains difficult to bring it up when such simple things leave her so enamored. You could say the sense of bliss is almost contagious. Nevertheless, sooner or later the bubble will have to burst.
This can't all be me, right? When did I gain all this? It's not like I've been eating any different. Wait, could it be?
Reality hits her like a truck full of fast food, though you would think she'd figured it out when squeezing into tinier clothes each and every morning. First the clothes were tiny, now even the mirrors distorted this.
Darling, when are you going to the store? We're almost out of snacks. Your spoiled fat wife-to-be needs her treats.
Anyone who knew Mia could attest to her always having a huge appetite. Even in the world of wide and variable liminal species, Lamia had always been among the most needy for both attention and sustenance. Their huge bodies could vanish entire feasts to uphold their quickly diminishing energy reserves, as managing anything on a half-ton frame was a feat in itself. The Scarlet Princess, however, now more than tripled those basic requirements. All the more she seemed dedicated to push even that number ever upwards, spurred on by the gaze of her now betrothed. Her very own prince, always there to measure each and every new inch, manifesting on the Lamia's ever-expanding, ever more infatuated figure. Is that a way you can use infatuated? which in turn left Mia basically basking in her own gluttony, knowing that her darling appreciated the show as much as she enjoyed putting it on.
Could I have just one, or maybe two, of everything, please?
It sounded reasonable at first, and then it immediately went downhill.
Should I really be ordering this much? How am I so hungry after just having lunch? Maybe if I only get something light to snack on, I can show at least a little self-control. Aren't I big enough already?
These are but some of the thoughts spinning around Mia's head as she stops on yet another foodie detour on her way home, while she's long since come to terms with her monumental measurements. The ravenous depths of her own appetite still surprise her day by day. Recently it's been as if something had snapped inside her, and the simple pleasure brought by gluttonous overindulgence turned into ravenous, unrelenting need. Even now she felt the inquiring eyes upon her, the fellow customers second-guessing the items in their baskets, as well as the staff who buzzed about discussing if they had any purchase limits in place. Yet somehow none of this deterred her anymore. The one person whose opinion mattered was waiting for her to return to their nest of love, all but eager to help her down any baked goods that she'd bring with her. The very thought roused an ever needier craving inside her, one that Mia fulfilled by doubling her order anew. 4 of everything?
Darling, you're back. No wonder I smelled something delicious. I've been waiting for so long. For a moment I thought I was going to starve. The pork in the fridge, wasn't that more of an appetizer? Now come in and feed me all those wonderful treats you bought.
Those stairs don't look in that good shape. Tightening coils. Interlude number 2. Oh, is she going to eat an entire chocolate cake? I assume that's a chocolate cake. Don't you love it when a fatty future flashes right before your eyes? The long hours and pretty pennies spent on diners were more than made up for by the sparkling of Mia's eyes, and, for the while, Kimihito had managed to avoid assessing what their spiraling habits meant for the future. That is, until he overheard the noisy complaints of another sizable customer, apparently forced to leave due to some misunderstanding regarding her attire. Being talked down by her assumed hostess, the massive Lamia made for the exit in clumsy slithering motions. While he was sure Mia might have something to say on this particular matter, some primary instinct warned Kimihito not to get involved with this one. Thankfully, his resident python was already preoccupied scarfing down the first courses of her massive meal, and for now he was confident that they would have nothing to worry about, during this visit at least. Some filler is always appropriate before the grand finales, right?
At this rate, I'll grow tired long before I'm satisfied. I keep eating and eating, but still feel no closer to being full. How can they call this place an all-you-can-eat? Even the tables are so impractical.
It's not easy being so hungry all the time. Not for Mia, nor any who might find themselves wrestling with her seemingly bottomless appetite. Still, the enormous scarlet serpent was at this point a well-known figure in the cultural exchange program community. Hosting her successfully was sure to bring great reputation, and perhaps many a profit, to those who were up to the task, but only if the scaly gourmand didn't eat them out of business first, to say nothing of all the other material damages her presence might bring. With that in mind, it would be best not to keep her waiting for the dessert table to be refilled. Well, that is definitely quite an intriguing tale so far. Make sure to check out MeatPedal on their DeviantArt so you can keep up to date with their latest content. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video.